What's goody, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner Circle. Today I'm about to drop some gems, y'all. Today is do's and don'ts spiritual edition, okay? I'm gonna give you some do's that you can do and some don'ts that you shouldn't be doing, okay? Before we get into it, if this is your first time seeing me, this is your first time at the Winner Circle, make sure you join the Winner Circle, the Winner Circle. Whatever platform you're watching this on, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, do what you gotta do to get locked in with the rest of us, okay? Everybody else who been rocking with me, y'all know I love y'all so much, and we lit. It's all up from here, okay? Well, let's hop right into it. Do's and don'ts, spiritual edition, okay? And the first one is, I'm going to start with the do's, okay? The first one is do start your day off with positivity, okay? Sometimes we can get so caught up in waking up and we're like, oh my God, I got to do this by Monday. I got to do this by Saturday, or this happened yesterday. And what's happening is you're literally robbing yourself of your own joy for that present moment. So the more you wake up and you start your day off with positivity, you're setting the tone for how the rest of the day is going to go. You're setting the tone for how the day is going to go, for how tomorrow is going to go, for how the week is going to go. And the more you continue to do that, the more you will start to manifest positivity into your life. When you wake up and you set the tone for positivity, everything else follows suit, okay? And that could look like a multitude of things. You could wake up in gratitude, just saying thank you for waking me up. You could wake up and say positive affirmations. And I mean, start your day with positivity before you do anything else. Before you get on that phone, before you start scrolling, before you handle business, before you leave for work, set the day up for positivity. What I like to do is when I wake up, I like to go in the mirror and get in that mirror and speak positive things about myself. It's going to take you 2 seconds. Start your day with positivity before you actually do anything else. If you're still tired and you just laying in the bed, the moment you open your eyes, you could literally just say, thank you, God, for waking me up. I'm grateful to be awake. I'm grateful to be laying in this bed. When you start to start your day off with positivity, you will create a better quality of life for yourself. But it takes time. So we have all of this momentum built up around negativity. It takes time to slow that negativity down and start building up the positive momentum. So be consistent, okay? Start your day off with positivity. I say this all the time. You see what you look for. So if you're constantly looking for the problem, constantly looking for what's going wrong, constantly looking for how the economy is this, constantly looking for all the negative things, and that's not to say you're not aware that these things exist. Sure, you're aware, but you don't want to focus on these things. You could either choose to focus on what you don't have or choose to focus on what you do have. And I want you guys to start getting in that state of gratitude, start getting more positive, just being more positive throughout the day. And a good way to set your day up for positivity, that sets your weeks up for positivity, your months up for positivity, your year up for positivity, is starting your day off with positivity, okay? Before you do anything during the day, do start your day with positivity. It is going to make a whirlwind of difference, okay, you guys? Do start your day off with positivity, okay? The next spiritual edition, is do open your mind up to learn new things, okay? There's a lot of people out there who, and I hate to use religion because I feel like I use religion as an example often, but I'm just going to use it because I got to keep it real, okay? A lot of the times when we grow up in religion, or a lot of religious folks, they tend to be cut off. They don't want to learn about astrology. They don't want to learn about science. They don't want to learn about the stars. They don't want to learn about spiritual animals and animal totems. They don't want to learn about anything other than what's in that Bible or scriptures that they've been knowing for decades upon decades upon decades upon decades. And let me tell you this, anything that's not learning is not growing. Anything that's not growing is spiritually dead. So when you're not learning anything, you stay stagnant, and it's a direct reflection of why money is not flowing, opportunities are not flowing, because you just have this stagnant energy about you. You are not opened up spiritually or energetically to let newness flow to you, okay? And the more you open up your mind to learn new things, the more you expand your awareness and you expand your consciousness, because there's so many things to learn out there. This world is so complex. There's so many things to learn out there. And I'll just give you an example. let's just say like science and astrology, okay? Let's just use science. You know, there's some people who are like, oh no, science this and science that, science is the devil, da da da. And the bottom line is that person who created science or whatever aspect of science and was doing experiments and came across like the law of gravity, the law of momentum, and all of those things. That's something, they were in their creative space. And when you see somebody in their creative space, they're channeling their God energy, okay? That is nothing but God in them when they're in their creative space. When God gives you a gift to find something, figure something out, create something, God is in all creation, period. I'm going to say it one more time. God is in all creation. If you know what I'm talking about, comment in the comment section. God is in all creation. God is in all creation. So when you see people creating other things, whether you understand it or not, don't just shun it. Be open-minded to learning new things, because the more enlightened you become, the more you will start to see, there's multiple truths. That does reign truth in that person's life. That is true for this person. That person does experience this, because the bottom line, your world is a direct reflection of your belief system. If you don't believe there's nothing else out there, that's exactly what you'll get, a bunch of nothingness. God gives us free will, and how we exercise that free will is through our belief system. And whatever you believe to reign true is what you see in your world. So I want you to open your mind for newness, open your mind for growth, open your mind for expansion, and you will start to attract more opportunities, more money, more knowledge, more wisdom. All of these are key components to growth, to ascension, to elevation. There's multiple truths. There's multiple things to discover in this world, and God is in all creation. When you see somebody in their creative energy, their creative space, operating in their gifts, their talents, that is nothing but them operating their God energy, channeling their God energy. They are being a creator. God gave all of us the ability to create, and other people just get afraid of that. And if you see somebody creating something or learning something, or knee deep in something that you don't understand, we tend to shun it instead of opening up our minds, saying, what is that? Where did you learn that? Where did you get that from? People are getting downloads to create things, to learn new things, and to show it to the world. They are operating in their creative space, and God is in all creation, okay? And if you don't know that, book a session with me, because you're a little bit behind. You a straggler. We got to get you caught up here at the Winner Circle, okay? So do open your mind up for expansion. Open your mind up for growth, renewal, and transformation, okay? Do that, okay? It's going to change your life. The third one, do place your self-respect at the top, okay? Yeah. Do place your self-respect above all things, because when you respect yourself, everyone else around you falls in line. When you respect yourself, everyone else around you fall in line. People come to you differently when they see that you respect yourself, because you're not tolerating certain behaviors, so they're treating you a certain way. I don't care how long you've been working somewhere, how long you've been friends with somebody, how long if you really like this person. If their treatment, their behaviors with you does not align with your self-respect, you got to be willing to cut things off, fall back, pull back, do whatever you need to do if things are not aligning with your self-respect. Because ultimately what's going to happen is, what you tolerate, especially things that does not align with your self-respect, what you tolerate is how you teach people how to treat you. And if you sacrifice your self-respect, your self-worth, your self-value just to keep somebody around, just to keep a job, just to stay interested in somebody, just to not rock the boat, then you're putting your feelings or somebody else's feelings over your self-respect. And that's the quickest way to step out of your kingdom, out of your queendom. That's the quickest way to knock your crown off of your head. Put your self-respect first. And things that do not align with your self-respect, set the boundary, pull back, or cut it off. Do whatever you have to do to make sure your self-respect is at the top. Your self-respect should be at the top above all things, okay? Because the moment you start accepting what's unacceptable, people gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna treat you any kind of way. They're gonna talk to you any kind of way. They're gonna dismiss you. They're gonna overlook you. They're gonna treat you bad in the workplace. They're gonna come to you any kind of way. They're gonna come to you every way but respect. The moment you put your foot down and you put your self-respect, that means you're carrying yourself a certain way. You're exuding self-respect. You're not tolerating certain treatment. You're correcting people when they do slip up, mess up, or treat you a way that does not align with who you are. And you're putting yourself on this pedestal exactly where you need to be. And this ties into spirituality, because when you start putting yourself on that pedestal, on the treatment you need to accept, what you won't accept, what you deserve, you're putting yourself in alignment. If you haven't watched my alignment video, maybe I'll link it to this one after this, but you're putting yourself in alignment to all good things, okay? You cannot be calling in a better life, more money, more finances, more revenue, more opportunities, more love, but you don't respect yourself. That means you're out of alignment with these things, and God cannot open up the floodgates in your life because you don't respect yourself. Self-respect needs to be at the top of the hill, the top of the list, the top of the pinnacle for above all things, okay? And again, I'm gonna say it again, I don't care how long you've been friends with somebody. If they're disrespecting you, you need to fix it, correct it, nip it in the bud, draw the line, put your foot down, eliminate it, get rid of, cut off, fall back, do whatever you got to do to make sure that is corrected. I don't care how long you've been working somewhere. This one, it weighs heavy because a lot of times in the workplace, you get bosses who trying to flex their power. Man, comment in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever dealt with a boss or a coworker who always was trying to flex their position, they rank, or you know what I'm saying, just stepping out of character? Don't let people do that to you, because at the end of the day, you're just another number. You've got to maintain your dignity. And a lot of times people get scared, like, I don't want to speak up for myself and lose my job. I'm not telling you to get yourself in trouble and lose your job, but you got to have that unwavering faith that God got your back. If you're a part of the winner circle, you got to know that God got your back. You cannot sacrifice your self-respect for a position at a 9 to 5, when God can open up the floodgates for multiple positions, or you can get an inherited. Man, anything can happen when you operating in the spiritual realm. So the do's and don'ts in spiritual edition: do not sacrifice your self-respect. Do put your self-respect at the top of the list. Do not sacrifice your self-respect to stay in a job. If you got a boss who's treating you bad and belittling, you got to deal with him or her every day, and they really coming down on you. Respect yourself. Respect yourself and know that God got your back. Talk to God. Say, listen, God, I'm not okay with this treatment. I'm not okay with this scheduling. I'm not okay with them working me so much. I'm not okay with them taking advantage of my days off. I'm about to stand up for myself, and I need you to have my back, God. And no, listen, the biggest scripture that's mainly overlooked is, you have not because you ask not. Open up your mouth and ask for what you need. Open up your mouth and declare what you want. Open up your mouth and set the tone for who you are, okay? And God got your back, I promise you. I'm here to lead you the right way, okay? I promise you. Self-respect, do put it at the top of the list. Do put your self-respect above all things, okay, you guys? Don't compromise your self-respect for no 9 to 5. Or no friendship, or no girl, or no guy. Like, don't do that. Do put your self-respect at the top of the list, okay? Okay, the next do, spiritual edition. Do speak your protection into existence, okay? A lot of the times we're manifesting this, manifesting that, and we forget to manifest our safety, because the bottom line is, yes, we are covered, yes, we're protected, but knowing who you are is very important. And excuse me, it's not, I don't want you guys to be in the state of pleading, okay? It's not a plead. Sometimes religion kind of teaches us to plead in prayer. Please help me, God. Please, excuse me, y'all. Please do this. Please do that. That throat chakra keep on messing up. That means I'm on point. Please do this, God. Please. Stop pleading. That means you don't know who you are. God said, stop pleading. I don't know what that is. I don't know who you are. I don't identify with that. Stop pleading. It's not a plead. It's, you already know that you were endowed with the provisions and protection, and you're walking in it. And so I want you to know that you are always protected and provided for. Know that when you leave your house, you're going to return on time, and you're going to return in one piece. Know, and I mean, when I say no, I mean this unwavering faith. And if you don't have that unwavering faith that you know that you're going to be okay, then keep saying it, and eventually it'll start to take over in your brain. Keep saying it, even if you don't feel it yet. I need you to know. And when you know stuff, that means you're operating in your crown chakra. I know that I'm protected and provided for. I know that I deserve financial freedom. I know that I'm worthy. I know that I'm beautiful. I know that I'm a gem. When you know that you know that you know that you know that you know, you are walking in your God energy. You have activated who the fuck you are. And at the Winner Circle, we know who we are, okay? So know that you are always protected and provided for. Manifest your safety just as much as you manifest your money, your cars, your clothes, your opportunities, your peace, your joy, whatever it is that you got going on. Speak your safety into existence. And again, it's not a plead, it's not a begging, it's not a peasant state of mind. That's not what it is. It's you knowing who you are and walking in it, okay? And the more you know, the more it reigns truth in your life, okay? You know who you are. You know that you're protected and provided for. Because the more money you have, it's weirdos out here, you know what I'm saying? So I like to say stuff to myself like, it's safe for me to be wealthy. It's safe for me to be a billionaire. It's safe for me to have financial freedom. Manifesting your safety along with your provisions go hand in hand. So continue to speak your safety into existence, not begging for it. You already know it's there. You just need to remind yourself. You need to create it. You need to manifest it. You need to speak your life into existence. You need to speak things about yourself. That's how God created us, to create. Create your life. Create your protection. It is safe for you to be healthy. It is safe for you to be wealthy. Okay, you guys? So do speak your life into existence. Do speak your safety into existence, okay? Oh, and this the last one, the 6, do. Do clean up your house and get all of that clutter out. Do start purging and start getting rid of things that you're not using, you're not wearing, you're not things that have old energies attached to them. If you got something from an ex from years ago and every time you see it, it triggers a memory in your mind and you fell out with that ex pretty bad, get rid of it. Get rid of clutter, because everything carries an energy. Everything carries energy. And when you holding on to stuff that got negative energy, negative memories to it, you keeping that negative stuff in your container. Okay, when you holding on to a bunch of clutter in your house, a bunch of dust, a bunch of this, everything is just stagnant energy, and there's no room for newness to flow. Old things got to go in order for new things to flow. If your container can carry clothes, houses, cars, shoes, this is your container. This is your aura, okay? This is your aura. If your container can hold certain amount of clothes, certain amount of shoes, certain amount of cars, certain amount of friends, certain amount of love, certain amount of joy, certain amount of money, certain amount of provisions, and your container is always constantly full, you're not making room for newness to flow. Get rid of some things. Being a hoarder, keeping clutter is the worst thing you could ever do for yourself. You've got to, if your container can only hold so much, you've got to recycle things, get rid of things, clean out your house. Get rid of old clothes that you're not wearing. Get rid of old blankets, old pillows, or old things that are not serving you, that you're not wearing, that you don't have interest in. Let go of those attachments. Okay? Being attached to things that ain't doing nothing for you, gonna keep you stagnant. You have to clean out things. You have to let go of clutter. You have to make space for energy to flow. Old things have to go for new things to flow, okay? Get rid of things. And when you do that spiritual purge and you start getting rid of things, energetically, you're sending a vibration of, I'm emptied out, so I'm ready to be filled back up. And that's what I want you to think when you're getting rid of old things. I'm emptied out, so I'm ready to be filled back up. Your container carries a certain amount of things. The moment you start getting rid of things, new things are going to flow into into the space of that container, and it works just like that. So get rid of things that don't serve any purpose in your life. Okay, you're going to feel better. Your home is going to look better. It's gonna bring more serenity to you. Old things got to go in order for new things to flow. Okay, you guys. So do get rid of things. Get rid of all that clutter. Clean up your house. Okay. I love y'all. Okay, we're about to get into the don'ts, okay? But before we get into the don'ts, I want to talk to y'all about the body butters, the body creams that I've been using. So these two are my favorite though, the Powerpuff Girl and the Manifest Money, okay? It's by Boutique Goals, and I just love their products, y'all. This one is probably my favorite. And I just got this one. I put a dent in it already. But I've been using these when I get out the shower. And listen, you're going to be smelling like a snack, baby. You're going to be... They just smell so good. I'm such a greedy person, y'all. I just be wanting to eat it like, But after I put this on, listen, I could. After you put this on, let's just say, people ain't gonna want to take their hands off of you, okay? People want to go want to bite you and taste you like a snack, okay? But I'm gonna link my body butters, okay, into the I'm gonna have the link at the top of the comment section along with the link to book a session with me. Okay, you guys, get your body butters. If you want that glowing skin, you want to be smelling good, looking good, feeling great, just getting better and better and better, then get your body creams. Okay, get your body butters because your skin is gonna glow. It is healthy for your skin, and you're gonna look amazing and feel amazing while wearing it. Okay. But anyways, let's get into the don'ts. Okay, the don'ts, spiritual edition. Okay. The first don't is don't accept random gifts from any and everybody, okay? You don't know what type of energy these people got on them. You don't know what type of negativity they're trying to send you. Let's just say somebody at work brings you, this one is a good one for my spiritual people, brings you like a crystal. They know you're spiritual and they know you like crystals and stuff, so they just bring you a crystal. On the surface, it might look like a good gesture, but beneath the surface, you don't know what kind of energy they're putting into these items and giving it to you. And now you holding on to this little nugget of negativity that they don't wield on you because low key, they don't like you. You don't need to accept gifts from any and everybody. Say no. Okay, say no, because the bottom line is, you don't. All these little trinkets, people got crystals, people got sage, people got these necklaces, people got these, all this stuff that they feel like make them spiritual, when in reality, these are just tools. And if you think that the tool is more powerful than you, then you're not really connected to God like you think you are. They're just tools. You give the tools power, not the other way around. So with that being said, if someone is gifting you something, and you don't know what kind of energy they done tried to put in it, or you don't want to have to deal with all that. And now you got stuff breaking in your home. You like you wondering why your car having problems. You wondering why a deposit didn't come on time. It ain't really messing with you because you always protected and provided for, but it's messing with you. It's not attacking you, but it's causing some hiccups, some bumps. If you ever feel like you see small little hiccups and bumps happening, little kind of like little misdemeanors happening, you might want to take a step back and say, have I accepted any gifts from someone who could potentially not really like me like that? Don't accept gifts from any and everybody, you guys. Not everybody has your best interest. What the? There was a little gnat. I don't even know how a gnat got in here. That was confirmation. Do not accept gifts from any and everybody, okay, you guys? Not everybody has your best interest, and not everybody wants to see you healthy. Not everybody wants to see you well. You don't need to accept gifts from any and everybody, especially if you don't know these people. Sometimes, people are giving out stuff, and you don't want to feel rude, you know what I mean? If it's something like that, you could take it and then just trash it. You know what I mean? If it's something like they giving gifts out for a vast majority, but if it's coming from somebody that you know and that you know at their core that they're loving, they have a good heart, they don't have ill intentions, they have your best interest, and you trust this person, by all means, accept the gift because you deserve to be gifted. Okay, be open to receive. But I'm talking about if you don't know somebody, or if somebody's energy is questionable, or if yesterday they didn't like you and today they asked you to meet up with them and have a conversation and they bringing you a coffee, I wouldn't be drinking the coffee just all that quick. Absolutely not. Somebody trying to bring you something to consume, but at the same time they want to hash things out, but they want you to eat this with. I'm just not for it. I'm just not for it because you never know. And sometimes you just gotta, not sometimes, all the time, you just gotta use that discernment, okay? Because not everybody is for you. Not everybody want to see you happy, healthy, and thriving, okay? So be careful of accepting gifts from random people, accepting food from random people, accepting, even if it's dressed up to be like a great thing, be careful, okay? Be careful with that one. Before I move on, I wanted to mention, there was a picture of a painting that I had really liked, and there was a lady moving out of the apartment, an apartment that's nearby me, and there was a picture. She had told me to come over. There was a picture that I really, really enjoyed. It was a picture of the water, like the beach or whatever, and her mother painted it. And the picture was beautiful, and I love the water, you guys. So I was like, I really want this. And she was like, well, you can have it. And I was about to say yes, but the moment I went to go grab it, I could feel like sadness. And so I started to ask her questions like, is your mom still living? No, she's not. She passed away. Oh, okay. How did she pass, if you don't mind me asking? You know, she talked to me about how her mom passed and her sickness and the events that happened leading up to her death. So in this case, there was no intention to harm me, but because that photo carried so much sad energy, I was literally going to be carrying a bucket of tears into my house. Her mom was sad. She was depressed. She wanted to take her life before the sickness took her. And I would have literally brung all of that energy into my house. And I probably would have woke up one day like, why am I so sad? And I can't figure out what's wrong with me. Why am I depressed? You know what I'm saying? You want to be mindful of getting things from yard sales, certain things from like Goodwill places. And I'm not telling you guys not to shop there. I done did some shopping there in my life before too. You know what I mean? Use your discernment. You have the ability to figure out if something is for you or not. You got the spiritual gifts to figure it out. Okay, so use your discernment, but just be mindful of things that you're picking up, especially from yard sales, especially from thrift stores. If you don't know if they like disinfect things or you know what I'm saying. Typically in a thrift store, they have been sitting for a while and energies tend to dissipate, you know what I mean, before they get put out on the shelves. And typically I do think that they sanitize some things or whatever, and energies tend to, you know, just kind of flow away. But be mindful with those thrift stores and with yard sales, because you never know the energies that are attached to these items. Okay, you guys, especially like blankets that you wrapping yourself in. Listen, just be careful. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, the next don't is don't judge others. Okay, the next don't for spiritual edition is don't judge others, you guys. And this one might seem like, okay, that's common sense. We all know, but somebody lying. We all talking about don't judge others, but you got people out here judging others. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. Because spiritually speaking, whatever you say about somebody else, you're saying it about yourself. Whatever you think about somebody else, you're thinking it about yourself. Whatever negative comments, however you down talking somebody else, you're doing it to yourself. Remember, what goes around comes around like a boomerang. And you never know somebody's story. You never know what they're going through, because you can meet somebody in a season of their life, but the season before that, they was just doing just well. But in the season that you meet them, they hit a bump in the road, or, you know, they going through trials and tribulations, which we all go through. And then the season immediately following after that, they're going to be on their up and up, because they just went through their sacrifice. They went through their trials and tribulation era. They learned a lot of things, and now they have their breakthrough. So don't judge people based off of just what you see or how you met them. You barely been knowing them for X amount of time. And I like to use this example as well. It's like turning on the TV and you watching a show, and you know that the show has 10 seasons, but you hop in on the 9th season, and now you judging all the characters, but you don't know what warrants them to behave the way that they do, because you missed all those seasons. Do not judge people in the season that you meet them in, because you don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they've sacrificed. You don't know what kind of money they done touched. You don't know where they're headed. Okay, so don't judge people, but ultimately, spiritually speaking, what goes around comes around. Okay, I've seen too many people become exactly what they laughed at. Okay, so don't judge people. If anything, be that beacon of light where you speaking life into people, where you speaking positivity in people. Man, if you at the winner circle, you better be speaking positively about people. And if it's somebody you don't like, you just fall back and separate yourself. You're not conjuring up your own negative karma, right? Right. All right, y'all. So do not judge other people. You don't know what season you are meeting them in and what season they're going to be in next. Okay. So don't judge other people. Number 3, don't manifest in a dirty house. This goes along with the do clean up your house. You don't want to manifest in a dirty house. You don't want to be sitting there asking God to bring you this, asking the universe to provide this, asking for this, asking for these opportunities, asking for this money, asking for this car, asking for this husband, asking for this wife. But you sitting in a dirty house, you sitting in a dirty car, because ultimately, energetically speaking, spiritually speaking, you're not taking care of what you already have. And it's very important to understand when you're calling in more, you've got to be grateful and taking care of the things that you already have. How can you acquire more when you don't take care of the things that you already got? God is looking at you like, and that might be a lot of people's downfalls, not taking care of or not being grateful for the things that they already have. A lot of times people want to change their living environment. Y'all know I'm a life coach. Book a session with me. I might be on the phone call with someone. They're like, I don't want to live in this apartment no more. I'm trying to manifest a house. I'm trying to call in this house. I'm trying to, get a house or whatever. But they're constantly, and I hate this apartment. I hate this apartment. This apartment gets on my nerves. They're constantly in that state of mind. And that's true how they really feel. They probably are tired of the apartment, or they probably do hate the apartment complex that they live in or whatever. But you cannot change something from a state of hating the circumstances of where you already at. You have to come to peace with whom you already are, what you already have, the season where you're already at. Once you become at peace with that, show gratitude. And this is what that looks like. I'm grateful for this apartment, but I know my new house is en route. That's what that looks like. I'm grateful for this apartment, but I know that this is temporary. I'm grateful that this apartment has served its purpose in my life, but I'm ready for my new house. I'm ready to step into my newness. That's how that looks like. Instead of, I hate this, I hate that, I'm tired of this. You cannot change anything, spiritually speaking, manifesting anything from a spirit of hate, ungratefulness, anything negative. You have to become one and accept where you already are. And the easiest way to do that is clean up your house. Make it look good, make it smell good, make it feel good, and then show gratitude for what you already have and know that your next is en route. Know that your next thing is coming, okay? Get rid of all that clutter. Do not manifest anything in a dirty house. Clean it up, clean it up. You know that old saying, cleanliness is next to godliness? I never really, like on the surface, I knew what that meant. Like, okay, God likes clean stuff. You understand that. But it goes so much deeper on a spiritual level. When you are on a spiritual level speaking, when you live in a dirty house, your house is a reflection of your state of mind. Your home is a reflection of your mindset. So if you got a dirty house, that means you got clutter in your house, you got clutter in your brain. You probably can't complete one task. Complete one task before starting another one. You're probably scattered. You probably don't have time management. You probably don't have organization skills. It's a reflection of your mind. Get your thoughts together in your mind, clean up your environment, and things will start to mesh together cohesively. Cleanliness is next to godliness, okay? So do not manifest in a dirty house. Clean it up, declutter, and get things together, okay, you guys? All right. Number 4, y'all. Number 4 is the fourth don't, spiritual edition. Don't take karma into your own hands, okay? And I know it's easier said than done to take the high road, to always walk away and da-da-da-da. And I'm not saying don't check people. You could check somebody and respect them in the same breath. You could let somebody know, hold on, you're not going to talk to me like that. You could tell somebody, you being real disrespectful, I'm going to need you to back up. Or you could check somebody, okay? But as far as karma goes, listen, I'm caramel. Karma is a universal law that God created to work in this universe, okay? So it doesn't need my permission, your permission, nobody's permission to work. Whether you believe it or not, karma is real. It's a universal law that works on its own, on autocorrect, simultaneously, okay? So what happens is karma gonna always do its job, okay? So what happens is if you decide to say, you know what, I'm finna clack back and I am finna be that karma. You are not karma. You are not karma's job. The moment you decide to clap back or meet them back with BS, you're conjuring up your own negative karma. Yeah, you clapping back and they probably deserve it, but you conjuring up your own negative karma the moment that you think that you are karma and you want to do karma's job. That's number 1. And number 2, when you decide to intervene and play karma, karma falls back because you think you got it all together. Karma cannot do its job if you trying to do its job. Karma cannot do its job if you're trying to do its job. Karma lays back dormant and is null and void because you intervene. And what you can do to somebody is either gonna get you in trouble. You're gonna get put in jail or something. And what you can do can never top what karma does to somebody. Let me say that one more time. What you can do with your little body, your little willpower, your little mind, your little man strength can never hit them and affect them like karma does. Whether you believe it or understand it or not. When karma hits somebody, the longer it cooks, the longer it takes to come. It's in that crock pot. It's in that incubator, slow cooking. It's in that slow cooker. And the longer it takes to hit them, the harder it hit a motherfucker. Do you hear me when I tell you? And a lot of people, it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of discipline. But acquiring that patience and acquiring that discipline, karma is going to start to work for you, because now you're using spiritual laws instead of trying to will things on your own way. Okay? So do not try to take karma into your own hands. Do not try to beat karma. There's nothing you can do that could affect somebody harder than karma is going to affect them, because karma knows what they're going through spiritually, financially, and they love life, and they life with their relationships, with their parents. Karma knows everything about their life, and you reap what you sow. So it's going to hit them in such a way where they come to realizations like, damn, I shouldn't have did. I know this is my karma. Like, karma comes in sleepless nights. It comes in finances. It comes all kind of ways. Do not intervene and play karma. Let karma do its job. You take the high road. You pull back your energy. You separate. You cut off. You do what you got to do to stay gracious. Because the last thing you want to do is conjure up your own negative karma by trying to clap back and get back at somebody because you think it's your job to be their judge. And you think it's your job to teach them a lesson. You could check somebody, but it's not your job to, I'm going to teach them. That's not your job. How you teach them is remaining that role model and staying gracious of who you are, okay? Because you already know that's when they're going to spin the block, and that's when you're going to start attracting apologies. If you ain't seen that video, Chosen Ones Attract Apologies, okay? But karma is going to do its job, especially for you. Karma don't need your help to do its job. Karma is going to do its job all by itself. And I cannot stress this enough. There's nothing that you can do that's going to affect them like karma is. Karma is going to hit them where it hurts. And it's not that you, listen, y'all, don't take karma into your own hands, okay? You want karma to do its job, and you do your job, okay? So do not take karma into your own hands. Don't try to do karma's job, okay? And then the fifth don't, spiritual edition, is do not let other people's belief system affect you from living your own truth, okay? A lot of the times I'll be in sessions with people, and dang, I hate to use religion again, but this is, it's just real. It's just the facts, and it's just what a lot of people can relate to, because these are the phone calls that I'm having. These are the situations that I'm seeing. This is what I'm dealing with. A lot of people, because they grew up in religion and religious homes, they want to go after this kind of spouse, or they want to do this career, or they want to do that, but they don't, because, oh, in Christianity we're not allowed to do that. In Muslim we're not allowed to do this. We're not allowed to say this. We're not allowed to dress this way. Excuse me. We're not allowed to have this kind of person, or this kind of partner, or even outside of religion. My mom wants me to be a nurse, but I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be an engineer. Do not let other people's belief systems and what they think is true in their life and what is the end all be all stop you from living your own truth, okay? Because the way your parents used to live, that's not your truth that you have to live. A lot of times parents are trying to live their, comment in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. If your parents are trying to live their dream life through you. I see that one a lot. And yeah, you want to be respectful to your parents. I get it. But do not compromise what's going to make you happy, what's going to provide joy for the longevity of your life, deter you from going after that spouse, as long as they're a healthy partner. Just because your family, other people's belief system think that is wrong, not right, you've got to step into your own truth. And again, I tapped in on this a little bit earlier. There's multiple truths, you guys. Expand your consciousness. There's multiple truths. God gives us free will, and how we exercise that free will is through our belief system. So if somebody believes that there's purgatory, but this person don't believe that there's purgatory, this person can feel for purgatory, but this person can't, because they don't believe in that. It doesn't reign true in their life. Something that they don't believe in does not affect them. Something that they believe in does not affect others. We literally, as kids, adopt the people around us belief system. We are raised with the belief system of our parents who inherited it from their grandparent, from their mama, which is your grandparents, who inherited it from this person, who inherited it from this person. Break the cycle. Learn something new. Move around. Do something new. Do something different. Especially if after all these generations and these same raggedy belief systems ain't breaking generational curses, ain't generating generational wealth, ain't generating mind-blowing monumental things that are happening in the family to catapult the entire family, the bloodline, to a new level. Stop with those belief systems. Don't let these old raggedy belief systems that been doing the same thing, yielding the same stupid results, stop you from living in your truth. Whether your truth is exploring spirituality, whether your truth is traveling across the world, whether your truth is leaving religion, whether your truth is learning to eat these kind of foods that you were restricted for, whether your truth is taking off the cover up and wearing a little bit of makeup because you were born over here and they said you can't wear makeup, whatever it is, live your truth. Because when you can express yourself without regret, when you can express yourself and do what you want to do unapologetically, you living in pure freedom. And when you experience that freedom, automatically you ascend. Automatically you raise your vibration. Anytime you're neglecting your own will, your own ideas, your own desires to appease somebody else, you at a low, and it's keeping you at a low. And you don't want to do that. Living your truth, explore that freedom, okay? Automatically, you're going to ascend to new heights, okay? Do not adopt other people's belief systems and let it reign truth for you, but you know that you're suppressing something that's going to make you happy inside, okay? I love y'all. Let me know what y'all thought about this video. Do's and don'ts, spiritual edition. I love y'all so much. Book a session with me. I'll see you next time on the Winner Circle.